Hello and welcome to Budget with Brian, and today we're looking at one of Makita's most oddest tools available. This is a Makita DDG460, and what it is a earth auger. Now I bought this one, it says pre-enjoyed, or near new. I bought it from a reputable tool company on eBay, and I managed to pick this one up for a staggering £150. Now these are available as a kit, and they come in at around something closer to sort of 450, 500, 600 with a kit. So I thought £150, I can't go wrong. So not that I've really particularly got anything to dig at the moment, but I might need it for some fence posts, something like that, which is, you know, obviously it's classic use. And this is how it came. Now, this has been sat in the van for a little bit, and I don't know whether you can see, but we're picking up just a tiny bit of rust on these bolts, just here and there. Nothing that will affect the machine, of course. I think it's just been a bit damp. And I have to say, this thing was quite oily when I was putting it together. So I would assume that that has been sprayed with something. But I think a little touch up with a bit of WD-40 after I've given it a brush wouldn't do it any harm. So it's quite an unusual machine. This particular one did not come with auger bits itself. I had to buy those separately. They were £40, something like that, off eBay. Now we'll get into the machine in some detail in a minute. I'm probably going to use some stock footage of this thing digging because it is night time here now and I haven't got the energy to go out and film this in the day. So we'll show you something along those lines. But if you're not already a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button, ding the bell, and we'll tell you when our next video comes along. Now look, this is a 36 volt machine. This is the only other 36 volt machine that I have, which is a strimmer or brush cutter. And I have to say, this thing has been an absolute beast. I cannot say enough good things about it. It's got plenty of power, it lasts for ages, and it just keeps on smashing through weeds and so on. But of course I need my super duper non-original Makita batteries, and really I would like some originals, but they're too expensive. I do have one. I think I bought some stuff at a Screwfix show and they gave me one for free, and that got me onto the platform, and then I've gone ahead and just kept on buying these cheap ones because they're not bad. Okay, right. Let's go around the machine. I'll put the batteries on in a minute, but let's keep it safe. So, interesting. On the bottom here, you have a fairly standard looking chuck arrangement. Comes with a chuck key, which is great. And it also comes with some adapters. I'm actually thinking it may have only come with the one, but I think there's others available, but this is probably the one you need for putting the augers on. We have a 2-speed setting on, or 2-speed gearbox on the bottom here. And this machine also then has some pretty good handles. You can use it like this, you can use it like this. This one, this bar holds next to your leg, so realistically it's more like this, and then this just stops it from rotating. It can be installed ambidextrously, so left or right, which is good. It's got a power button on the top. Am I showing that? Power button on the top, and then you've got standard trigger with a forward and reverse. So pretty obvious stuff there. So I think the next thing to do is to put the batteries on, and then you can sort of hear it running. As I say, I've only had a little go of it. I've not had it long and I've not ever used it really. So, okay, on with the power button. Get a nice green light. I believe it does have some LEDs on it. There we go. And then there we go. Nice, powerful. I mean, it's a brute of a machine. I would say this is probably I don't know. Is it the largest 36 volt machine that Makita make? Don't know. That was it on its fast setting. And as I say, you get this adapter. Right, so that's enough about this machine for the second. It is fairly heavy, I would say. It's definitely a two-handed thing. Right, that's the auger bits. So I'm going to unbox this and then we'll have a look at the auger bits on their own, and then, you know, fit them, or fit one of them to the machine, and then we can sort of see it spinning that. Okay, okie dokie, this is what we get in the pack. So we got a big one, a middle-sized one, a little one, and an extension rod. Let's have a look. That is, I don't know what, 200 I reckon. That's a 200. I'll link to where you can get these below if you're keen. This is like a 160, I would say, and then this one is like 100. So, whoops, that's how they come. I'll get rid of this. I mean, this is a behemoth thing. I mean, this is really what you're going to be using for, drilling. For fence posts, that sort of thing. I mean, I suppose you could put fence posts in with this one as well, actually. And this little one, I'm really sort of picturing, digging holes for plants or to get something started. Now, they all seem to come with this sort of plastic protector on the end that they've all bust through. What you get is something that looks like a sort of a masonry bit on the front, and then these are not sharp, but they're angled to sort of, I mean, I guess in the terms of moving and cutting earth, they're sharp. And you can see that they're paddles to get into the earth, and then the rest of it's just a nice big helical screwing affair. So I'll put its safety thing back on. So there we go. That's it, nice and safe. Right, it's going to roll. Back to the machine. Let's get the machine back into view. So the idea is, and I do hope these fit because I haven't tried them yet. Off with the little clip. Does it fit? Yes, it does. That's good because I don't want to have to buy two or start modifying things. Right, that goes in and then that pushes around, and now we are all hooked up. Right, so in theory this should spin nicely. Oops. Yeah, I'm not going to carry on doing that because that's really needs to be in contact with the ground. Right, but there you go, you get the idea. So all up, less than 200 quid. Now, the auger bits, the Makita auger bits, are incredibly expensive. I seem to remember them being sort of £120 or something like that. There seemed to only be one size that Makita did, and you're probably going to break one, wear it out, do something with it, bend it. So I figured these, three for 40 quid delivered seemed like a good idea, so that's what I've done. Let's go off-brand. You know how much I like to go off-brand on things. Yeah, so that's the auger bit thing itself. Again, haven't used it yet. Going to when it's needed. Not sure what else I can tell you about this. It digs holes. Thanks again for watching Budget with Brian, and don't forget to subscribe!